Okay, you live? Let's see, give it a few seconds. Feed here. Have a really short tutorial. Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, so it's a really short tutorial. Not tutorial, but little video. I'm gonna make a quick UI bar like this. I saw this and I was like, oh, that's nice. I just saw it on Pinterest. Rank me to dribble. I thought, oh, I like this kind of little UI moving. So I'll make maybe this little bubble thing move across. That's pretty easy to do. And then maybe this one of the icons. I'm not going to spend time making the rest of the icons. So let's get started. I need to start in Photoshop. So I need to make a few elements. Actually, I just need to make that one element, the bubble. So I'm going to make a canvas. Of say let's do 512 by 512, so we can scale it up bigger if we want. So I've got canvas 512 by 512. Okay, and I'll make a new layer. I'll make this background black, and now we're gonna get circle from the marquee tool, something like this. So I'll just put centered, and I'll fill it. Yeah. What I could do, just chop this in half. Yeah, I like the grid sometimes, and all I want to do is make it look like it's kind of spill it, so it's kind of fill this gap in. I reckon I could just use the pen tool, maybe pen. Let's see. Might take a few tries, but I lined up. Do that. Yeah, that looks. Let me just select that off. It doesn't look too bad. Doesn't need to be perfect. I'll accept that for now. I'm gonna go back and tweak the texture. So I'll just duplicate that. I'm gonna flip this. Horizontal. No, yeah. And just move it to the other side. Go. One more pixel that way. No. Yeah, I'll do. So it gives us that kind of that bubble shape. So I'm just gonna rasterize these or merge these down to layer, and then yeah. So for now, I'll just keep it like this. If I want, I can go back and change it. Maybe I can even go here, filter, and liquify. Where's my liquify open all the way? Could even go in here, you know. Don't know what would happen if I did that. Ooh. Actually, I do like that though. Button should what's this? Oh, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And let's just chop the bottom off. A little lot more at the bottom, I guess. There you go. That'll do. What actually I might do actually is sit that at the bottom of the, right at the bottom. And I'll just save this, so go to that background. Save as, oh, what's this black line? This is just. But where did that black line come? Interesting. I mean, make that. Just make it sure it's white. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Save it out. I'll call this bump menu or something. Call it what you want. I'll leave it open in case I'm not happy with the texture. But let's go here. So I did it white. What happened to my render window? That's weird behavior. Let me close Ventuz and start again. That was odd. Take 2 seconds. I need to change my stage editor to a different layout because I was working on a project for this. Okay, so let's get that texture in. So let's get a color solid and a rectangle. Scale this up so we can see it better. So we go to our texture base alpha and we load this texture in. So I have it saved in a folder up here. It's called bump menu. Okay, there we go. Nice. So what I'm going to do is change the properties because the texture sits now at the bottom of this rectangle. What I can do is change the alignment on the rectangle to bottom. So now watch. When you touch it, we can animate this maybe to scale up as well. And we go to axis and we get another rectangle and we just scale this one up. So this is UI bar, whatever it is. Like so. And we've got to give them both a color now. So color solid. So what I'm gonna do is I'll do this inherit. So I'll change the lighting model to inherit, which will be this one, and this will be the no light. So now I can color these both together, which is cool. So I can do this, make this bar bigger if I want. You can play around with the scale. There we go, just to make it look like it's merged. There we go. So I might move this more up. Yeah. The better you get this texture looking, then the more nicer it looks. It's quite late, but you get that. You can see what we're doing already. Not too bad. Okay, so this was kind of like a grey, dark grey, black color. For us to see this better, we just add a new 2D color in the background, and we give this a different color for now. So let's just color this something nice and bright, easy to look at. There we go. And I'll go back into our 3D layer, and we can adjust this now and make this more grey. There we go. So let's ignore the little bump for now. So let's block this. We just focus on this bar. So we'll take a look. Yeah, the bar is actually more wider as well. I mean the bump. I just noticed mine's too high up. Too high up. So what I could do is actually just squish it a little and stretch it a little. Maybe think that round. Let me go back to Photoshop. Luckily I've got undo, undo, undo. There we go. Okay. So I'll go back to without that liquefy. I think that's more closer. I'll just quickly resave this. Make sure. I don't know why I was working in grayscale mode for some reason in Photoshop. Make sure that's white. And make sure that's flush with the bottom. Okay, I'm going to save this back out to overwrite the old one. That's why I like to Photoshop open, just in case I need to go back and change something. There we go. So, what I can do is just delete this texture. Base and alpha, load that back in. Did I hit save on here before? No, I didn't hit save. That's why I didn't update. Okay, there we go. Open this. There we go. Looks a little bit better. So I can scale that down now. See? I think that looks better. I don't know. I can still tweak it a bit more, but so it's a bit more curved. That'll have to do for that. I'm going to be here all the way if I don't accept it. Or maybe I'll do that and just bring down the Y. Nah. Kind of collapsed on itself. There we go. Anyway, I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to mess around too much. I'm going to be here. Oh, no. Right. So let's make 4 buttons and then have this move to those buttons. So let's block this for now and let's focus on the 4 buttons. Or 5. Yeah, 4 buttons. Let's do 4 buttons. Axis, I'll make a button. So I'm going to click group. Put that in front of this group here. I'll make 1 button and just duplicate. I'll call this BTN1, short for button 1, instead of typing it all. And I'll get a sphere. Not a sphere, sorry, a circle. So, and we give that color, solid color, like so. There, you can change the alignment. So I'm going to change this alignment to bottom. So it scales from bottom, which is nice. And I'll just position this, say here, right? For now, let's take a look at the animation. Yeah, so it seems to scale from the bottom, and it's fading on. And so we can go give it a keyframe animation or something. So an animation. You could use movers if you want it or whatever, but I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna animate the alpha on the solid color. So the opacity here, you can animate this if you want. I'm gonna do 0.5 and set key in its current state. Go to the beginning. Scale this down. And we can tweak those keys anyway. But for now, this will do. I'll just keep it simple. When you click it, this circle appears. There'll be an icon here, of course. There'll be like, where is it? They have an icon. So let's just make a quick icon. This icon I'll just use for all of them. So let's I'm gonna use a circle. Again, it might look odd, but see in a second. So what I'll do is if I block this one now, so I don't see this, I'll just make the icon. I'm gonna use this circle to create the icon I need. So I'll reduce the tessellation to like 4. Make a hole. You can see I'm gonna create this one, the stack. And what I'm gonna do is just yeah. Actually, if I squish it, what would it look like? Yeah. If I squish the Y, it looks like it's tilted in perspective without having to do it. It's nice. So I could just do this, duplicate these. I'm just gonna group this as well. So these elements together. I'll just call that icon. And then make it look like it's stacked. Really simple. What we can do is even go into the angle, use something like this, and then change the angle start. And we can increase that angle. There we go. So now we've got that stack, animated stack. Oh, that one doesn't go like that, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but if we want, we can do the same. Yeah, I like this though. I like how you can see it going in. Okay, so we can animate these as well. So we can animate these, the actual angle starts if we want. Not angle start, sorry, the angle itself. So I'll drag those to there. I'm going to set a key in its current position. Set another key. And what I also want to do is take out the icon out of this, the scaling of this circle, and give it its own axis. Like that. So let me turn this back on just to see the position. So Control B, I blocked it. And let's just move this here. Go into wireframe, easier for me to see. There we go. I'll just position this so it's centered of that circle. Maybe scale it down a tiny bit. Nice. Of course I can color this so it's easier for me to see, so I could give it a color. It can be whatever color you want. Doesn't matter. Let's increase the thickness of those lines a bit. There we go. So let's take a look. So they're there, then they fade out and then they animate back in. A bit weird, but okay, we can do this, it's no problem. So we only need one material for all these icons. Use that. Yeah, unless you're going for, so we don't need to repeat because it's one, they can all use the same one. Makes our life easier when animating. So I'm going to take that opacity for that material, and icons are there. I'd say when you click it, say here, and then say 0, so it goes disappears and reappears here. And then if I go geometry, the key here, and then here I'll zero these out. Okay. So as you touch it, fades away, circle appears, and then the icon draws again. Just like similar to how they had it. I'm not too sure about scaling that circle all the way down. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. Even this can be like that. I think I can adjust this more. Like that. Let's play backwards. I kind of like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. But you can play around with how you like it. So say that's our button. Can merge this down to a container. Just go in here. Gonna keep it simple, just put two states, S1 to S2. It could be next, previous. Just gonna expose next and previous. I'm gonna keep it really simple for my one. Cool. So I've got that. Duplicate this. Oh, before I duplicate, let me delete this one. Then we go in here. Got to add the touch button. Just drop the touch button in there and link the animation as well. So when it that's it. So when we click it, we want to trigger it only. So we want it only on next, not on previous. So I'll just use single tap now. And also we want an event to say when this is pressed. So we know when it's pressed, fire the event, just to let us know the other buttons, so we can link them up. So if I duplicate this now, 2, 3, 4. I could just use an arrange node now. You can move this manually if you want. I'll just easier for me just to bang use the arrange node. Put an axis in front of that. And space, change the spacing of the X. What I should have done as well, if I go into the button and just expose the color base for that button out, and just do interfacing, update those. Now I can change these colors. And each one, so if I go here, select all 4. What I'll do is just link them all. So when this one's pressed, I want them to reset each other off. So pretty simple actually. It's not too complicated. The one way I like to do is just select the top one. Actually, no, just select 3, all top 3. Go like that. Previous. Then I'll deselect that one and take the previous to that one. Deselect that one, take them all to that one, deselect that one. Oh, so it'll be those ones, and then so now they should all be connected. So the previous, all their previous goes to that one, all their previous goes to that one, previous goes to that one. Because it's only 4 buttons, you can do it like this. Or if you wanted, you could do like an event dispatcher, and then say, well, when like you can send an argument from each button to say argument 0, argument 1, 2, 3, 4 was fired. So when it comes in, it will get the argument number and then it will fire that event. But I'll use this if it's for only 4 buttons. I'll just link it manually like that. So now when I click, let me should. Are they not? Oh, I think the animations. I just need to wake them up. For some reason, the animation didn't respond when I done the instance. But when I do that, it wakes them up. Yeah, there we go. I don't like the. I'm gonna get rid of the arrange node because they're moving. Let's see, overlapping. The scale's always changing because of the sphere. Yeah, just get rid of the arrange node for now. I'll just manually position them. Let's go select all of them. One here. And move these across, like 2 here, 3 here, and let's say 4 here. Plus you can shift that around. Maybe I should shift this or make this smaller. No, actually, I should spread them out more. Sorry, got more space than I need. But that'll do for now. So now I should be able to click on. Pretty simple. So this is not too complicated. So now we just need to make an animation separate that will just follow these. This. Now I just want to double check. Actually, the circle needs. Damn, the circle needs to be bigger. Or actually, the bar can just be smaller. So I can make this like half. So something like this. And then bring this down. So let's just use this. Turn the bounding box off to make it easy. Actually, I think the circle does need to be bigger. Go back to button 1. We can always, because we've done the instancing. Let me go to this circle here. Yeah, that circle just needs to be bigger. So let's go into the first one, go to its animation here, and then scale this up. And perhaps I might make the icon move up when it's scaled up, so I might change the Y position. So here is fine, and then here just move it up a bit more centered. There we go. I like that. Okay, and I'll just update the rest of them so the circle's the right size. Why does it look so? Let me check that animation again. It's like Is that struggling? No, it shouldn't be. Oh, because I've got this keyframe here. Oh, I had an extra keyframe in there. That's my fault. Let's go back and update this. I just had that weird extra key. I don't know how I put the extra keyframe in there. Okay, cool. As this, I guess this will just move to its position. So let's start with the first one. Keyframe animation. Am I in seconds? There we go. Yeah. So half a second. We go to the next. So that's the start. So that's the second one. Here. And then go to the second. I'll go to the third one. So I'm only doing like half a second transition between. Might have to tweak it. Let's go to the next one. Move that. Like this. I'll just set some states. S1, S2, S3, S4. You can name these if you want. So you could say button 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna leave it for now because it's quite late. I'm gonna leave it just as it is. Just use default S states. This S. I'm gonna just do create all animations. create animate rules and overwrite existing. I'll go into these slices and I'm just going to adjust these slices. I still want it to take half a second to get between, say, 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Even though it's traveling a longer distance, I still want it to go. You could tweak this if you wanted, but so now if I go here and click on that S1, it will jump between. And then all you have to do is link. Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah. So all I do is just link its state to the same button. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now I've got this weird overlap because the icons are slightly too high now. I can fix this as well. So if I go into say icon, the button 1, and just change the position of that icon at the start, slightly lower down, so it doesn't overlap. Now if I go back out and just update those, there we go. So now they're not overlapping the UI. And oh, some bizarre reason, I don't know why sometimes when I do the instancing for animations, I have to go in and just make sure these are reset. But yeah, there you go. What happens if you say select a button here and this you want this to go, so these are deselected. So we could do that as well. So again, axis. Use a rounded rectangle. Solid. I'm gonna push this over here. Increase the bevel around this. Squish this down. Like that. Duplicate this down 2 more times. That burger menu. Of course, we can make this a bit more thinner. Adjust the spacing if you want. So I'll just group this. Burger. The burger menu. I'll just put a touch button in front of that. In front of this. And if I go here, actually, yeah. What I want to do is make another animation on this bump. So this bump here, keyframe. I'm gonna take the Y size. I'm gonna animate that. So it animates from this, this 0 here. Right, so now it disappeared, and there you go. Now it grows. And I'll just set 2 states. S1 and S2. Bump on off. There we go. So we know like next, previous. We just use next and previous. So what we can do is I'll just Control Shift F, put those in the family. Go to more buttons like this. I'll keep those. I'm just gonna organize my content hierarchy. So let me just make this bigger. I'm gonna make this into a family and select the new button for the burger button. So when you hit when you hit the burger button, I want it to go previous. So I'll link the previous to this new button, so burger. I can name this burger as well if I want. So I know that's the burger button. So now, and when I click any of these four, I want to trigger the next. So I'll link next to all of these. Boom. And what I want to do is take the previous of these buttons and link it to the burger button. So it can look complicated, but it's not actually too complicated. And you can make it a little bit tidy like that. Maybe something like this. And looks tidy. Without having all these lines going across, you can just move this. Tidy your logic. And then I have to click the burger UI. I need to add a bounding volume here. I'm just gonna get volume. Oh, if I spell volume right, volume. Turn bounding box on. Give this an axis. So I can move this in place. Like this. Scale this up. I'm going to scale this Z like to 0.1. So now I've just got a better bounding area to press. It might be hard to see with this background, but you can see. Yeah, I just turned off the background color 2D layer so you can see the bounding box of that volume that I've just placed here. Have a click. And then you can close that. And you can play around with the timings of your animations. You can make this look really nice if you spend time just tweaking the animations. But hopefully it just gives you an idea how you can do stuff. With that bump one, we can even. What happened if I messed around with the global speed without having to change the keyframes? I said 150. See what happens. Hey, just experiment even here. What happened if I done that to 200? I'll just try it out, different thing. I think I would have done a separate in and out rather than on here, this button animation. Because right now it's going in and then out the same speed. But what I actually should have done is have it go out at a different speed quicker. So then you don't get this weird overlap when this moves. See? Unless I put a delay in this animation. If I put a delay here, let's see what happens. I'm just going to try something. Just add an event in between. On events, you can put a delay. Oh no, it shouldn't be even here. It should be from. Should be this one. I've done the wrong one. I'll select the wrong one. Yes. I think it should be here. But then that's a lot. Nah, I forget. So it's too much. It's better just to fix the animation. Or yeah, it doesn't look too bad anyway. And then if you want, you could change your color backgrounds to match whatever setting this is. I think these need a bigger volume because right now I'm not clicking. It's not picking up the touches every single time. So like just to make sure you're hitting it. Sometimes add the volume like this, and then just position this in the right place. and change the Z to like 0.9 for that. I'll just update the others so they all got the volume boxes. There we go. So now I know I'm hitting that every time, and not because this is just mesh I'm trying to hit. There we go. You can even go in here and see what happens when we add a little oscillator in here. Give it 12. And on this one as well, let's add an oscillator. Let's see how it looks. See, 12. Actually looks better with the oscillator. Already makes it look smoother. Nothing amazing, just looking at a graphic and breaking it down. You could spend more time making this look smoother. You can play around with settings. Yeah. Call it a night. Just adjust. Look at this. This to be smaller. Could even go in here, go around that rectangle. Bevel to that. Tiny bit. There we go. And you can remove that, open up there, and click any order you want. Close it down, open that one. Nice. Simple. Hopefully it's useful. I just saw that nice graphic and I was like, yeah, like that. And then the backgrounds, of course, you could link to a state or whatever you want, and link those to your buttons or an event dispatcher, whatever's easier for you. Well, I hope you have a good evening or good morning or good afternoon. I'm heading out. I'm going to sleep. Bye bye.